Hey guys. All right. So, doing something new. I am using a laptop I just got today to record this instead of my phone. Thank you, work. So, shout out to anyone that ends up watching this on our channel that works with me. So, now we have the dog chasing the cat. Sorry. But anyway, as promised, I told you I would do a video about tummies today because we all concurred that our stomach is the area that drives us completely, totally insane, right? So, first things first, here's what I don't like about mine. I have a little roll. I know y'all are like, oh my God, no, you don't really, but we all can't judge each other because we all see our flaws in our own eyes, not the eyes of how everyone else sees us, right? And so I was really excited because when I went on my vacation, like when I left for the cruise, I was at my ideal weight. I had finally reached the goal I wanted because that roll was gone. I was leaned out. I was at a weight I was really happy and really confident in. And then I got back from vacation, and usually give yourself about a week or so to get back to where you were at and, just get back to normal, right? And I weighed myself, and I was still 7.5 pounds heavier than when I left. So, all 7 of those pounds that I lost before vacation that made me feel awesome all went right back on and right in my stomach. And I was like, seriously? And not only did my stomach gain the fat back, but I lost so much strength in my upper body. I only worked out twice while we were on the cruise, which was my fault. My bad. But I felt like I ate pretty decently considering the options I had. I ate kind of crap for the first 2 days, maybe 3 days. And after that, I was like, I really want veggies and fruit in my life. It's weird. When your taste buds change, you start to crave the healthier things. So, anyway, came back. I'm like, oh my gosh, I weigh 7.5 pounds more than I did when I left. Feel like crap. I look at my stomach, and I was doing my workout yesterday, and it's what jogged this whole post. And I was doing some sort of like ab thing. I don't know what I was doing. I was like sitting up and it was like crunching. And when I left before the cruise, when I crunched, there wasn't really much of anything just popping out over the top of my shorts or anything. And I can do it now, and I've got my stomach squeezed, and I can't even feel my freaking muscles because there is so many pounds of fat I put back on my body, and I'm like livid about it because it's no one's fault but my own. I totally did it. And the worst thing is, and this is how you can always tell with me when I'm not comfortable with my stomach, is I wear big shirts. Not huge, like this one's not huge, but it's not form-fitting either. Like I hate form-fitting shirts when I feel the way I feel about my stomach, right? I don't want to show it off. I'm not proud of it. And my other problem is with my stomach, I bloat. Like, I look prego when I bloat. And I wish I was kidding. I'm really not. I'll have to try to find a picture and show you guys at some point. But I could be a solid, like, 4 or 5 months pregnant when I am bloated. And the worst part is when I do bloat, when I haven't lost the weight I want to lose, it is like giant inner tube just around the outside of my stomach. And it looks horrible. I hate it. So, that's what prompted that post. You guys all, I'm sure, have different things about your stomach that you do or don't like. Maybe y'all wear baggy clothes like I do on top if you're not comfortable with it. Personally, I feel like that's a normal human being thing. We don't show stuff off unless we're proud. So anyway, wanted to ask you guys, I'm glad we all agreed that stomach is the toughest one. But let's talk about them. So why, first of all, is it usually stomach? Why is it so damn hard to get rid of a stomach, right? So the reason I think that we all focus on them is because stomachs are supposed to be sexy. It's all social media stuff. And, it's like a, oh, what is it? Not caveman, but it's like a natural instinct. If someone has a nice stomach, it means they probably take care of themselves and it's attractive, right? And it doesn't mean, I'm not talking about hair, I'm just talking about like weight wise. If we can tell that the person is healthy and takes care of themselves, that's instinctually attractive to us, right? But why is it so hard for us to get rid of them? Reason being, women and men, I don't care the sex, we are designed to put fat on, to store fat, because when we were cavemen, we didn't know when our next meal was going to be. And unfortunately, the easiest place for our bodies to store that is our stomach. It is right there. It doesn't have to travel very far. It goes right in the bloodstream. Pop, right there. Easy, right? And because that's the first place we put it on, it's usually the last place that it comes off as well. So don't be discouraged. I'm not saying none of it comes off until the very end. It's very slow. And then once you get all the fat off everywhere else, then it's going to start to take it from there, because that's the only place left to take it from. Typically, you'll lose it in your arms, your face, your boobs, your butt, and it'll work its way down your stomach. You'll lose a little bit of your stomach, and once those things have all slimmed down, you'll start to really slim your stomach, right? Now, I think a lot of us have a misconception just because of all of the freaking ab machine workout exercises and stuff that we've seen on TV. I don't know, you guys are all pretty smart. I don't feel like you know this, you need to know this anymore, but we're still going to go over it. You can't do all kinds of ab exercises and get abs. Period. I don't care how many crunches you do, how many leg lifts, how many kettlebell twisty swing things. Doesn't matter. You can do them until you're blue in the face, until you pass out. If you do not do cardio and strength training, you will never, ever, ever see your stomach. You might see a little bit of definition, but you're not really going to get that flat stomach. You're not really going to get your obliques back. And if you have a six-pack because you're genetically blessed, that's part of it too, guys. Genetics. We can all get our obliques. We can't all have that six-pack. It's just genetically there. I just get obliques. I don't really get six-packs. So unless I went down to like a really, really, really thin weight, which is like the lowest healthy body percent fat I could have possibly, I don't want to go there because that means I'd have to give up all the food I really like for a long amount of time. No, I'm not interested. I just want my obliques, and I want to be able to see my linea alba, which is that line right down the middle, like crosses your belly button, like vertically like that. So, but you have to do cardio and strength training. You have to. And the thing about exercising is too, guys, if you keep doing the same things every day, Diego, I'm not trying to call you out, but I'm calling you out. If you only do treadmill and strength every single day, all day, your body gets used to it and gets used to it so fast. Our bodies are amazing. They adapt to stuff rapid fire. That's why I really highly recommend and really am saying the only good choice, if you aren't a personal trainer, if you aren't trained in how to work your body and how to really challenge your body effectively, you need to be doing the Beachbody workouts, because those are built to do everything that you need to do. They challenge every aspect of your body in multiple different ways every single day. Your body can't get used to it. I mean, it just can't. And you can always push yourself harder if you keep walking. So say, let's do an example. So I worked at Amazon, right? The first week I was at Amazon, my body was not used to walking 8 to 10 miles a day. And that was when I started. When I was a PA, I was walking 16. So there was an adjustment period there as well. But when I started, oh my goodness, my back hurt so bad. I was almost in tears. It was awful. Week 2, felt fantastic. Great. Why? Because my body adjusted to it. It's like, oh, this is what we do now. We stand and we walk a lot of miles. Okay, cool. Adjustment period's over. It's not a workout at that point anymore. My muscles used to it. Same thing with running on treadmills or going for bike rides time and time and time again. Now, if you change up your bike rides, that's good. That definitely is a different workout on your legs and stuff, but you've got to work your upper body, because working out, you've got to balance everything out. If you don't balance everything, along with the cardio and the strength, you've got to do some stretching too, guys. You will get hurt. You won't get off balance, and it is going to cause injury. Please do not do that. So you got to get on the Beachbody workouts. I don't care which one. There are over 500 different workouts you can do. There are over 53 programs now, guys. 500 workouts. You cannot tell me you got bored. I still haven't gotten through all of them. I've only done maybe 6 of those 50 programs. 6. And I've been doing this for 2 years. And the reason it's only been 6 is because I love the ones I'm doing, and it's always a challenge. By the time the workout is over, I am panting, I am gasping, I am on the floor sweating bullets, right? And it's not necessarily because, it's the workout is that hard. It's because I'm pushing myself harder every single time. It's, can I get a couple more reps? Can I do it a little bit faster, right? So that's that rant. So first thing, you can't just do abs to get abs. You got to do strength and cardio. So find a workout you want to do. Even if you want to do challenge du jour, that's an option, guys. If you don't like doing just one workout, being stuck with one type of workout, that is the perfect option for you. It literally takes a different workout from each program every single day. Like, you will not do the same workout ever in 1 year. Ever. It's awesome. So that's a good one. Now, second thing is, even though you're doing all those workouts, if you do not eat right, you will also never see those abs. You could run till you die. You will never see those abs if you eat like crap. Now, there are different ways to eat out there. I'm not saying this is the only way. However, I'm saying this is a very simple way. It's a good way to start if you are, once again, not a nutritionist. You haven't been to school to figure out exactly what different types of diets there are and what the benefits and, pros and cons to each are and what might work for you, what might not based on your health. This is something that has been tested scientifically and has worked for hundreds of thousands of people. Hundreds of thousands, right? It's the 21 day fix containers. They're the red, yellow, green, blue, purple, whatever containers, right? I use them, they work. Other people use them, they work. And I know you've heard stuff about macros and micros and all this crap, right? So let me explain to you where it came from because that might help you a little bit too. So Autumn Calabrese, the creator of 21 Day Fix, she used to be and still does sometimes bikini bodybuilding competitions, right? And you know that people that do any sort of bodybuilding are super strict about their calories, super strict about what they're eating. And she used to actually count macros, guys. She used to. And she got so tired of having to count those damn things that she created this system that causes you to not have to count them. You literally just count your containers. It's not how many hundreds and this plus this and is this part. You don't have to think about it. It's literally right there. It's so simple. So I don't know if you all need the chart to help you figure out what your container should be for the day. If you do, let me know. I will be more than happy to post it and pin it for a day so you all can figure out what your container should be. But if you're not sticking to a meal plan that fits both your current physical level, like where you're at and where you want to be, and also combines the activities that you do during the day, you're never going to get there. You got to take all that into account, and this does that for you. It's one simple calculation. Once you have the calculation, you know what you have to follow till you get to the next bracket, and it tells you what those brackets are. It's just by weight. And one of the things that I've done, because so for example, for me, I had 4 red, 3 green, 2 purple, 2 yellow, a blue, an orange, and 2 teaspoons. That's the normal according to the 21 Day Fix plan. Something I really liked about the Shift Shop, which is what really actually got me to finally get rid of my freaking ab roll I hated so much, was I made one adjustment. And I'm going to share you my secret right now. You reduce your carb by 1 and increase your veggies by 1. Boom. And then if you want to be real crazy, I was real crazy for 2 weeks. I had 0 carbs, aka 0 yellows, and increased my veggies 2. So instead of eating 3 cups of veggies and a cup of carbs a day, I went down to a half a cup of carbs and 4 veggies, and I went all the way down to 0 cups of carbs and 5 cups of veggies a day. And I did that for 3 weeks, and I lost all the weight, gone. And I wasn't hungry. I wasn't starving. I had a lot of salad, because I am not a veggie person, and that was the easiest, quickest way for me to get it in. But it worked. It was awesome. And I think part of it's the fact that I have IBS, because when I have carbs, I bloat like a mofo. It is bad. Any carbs, anything like that, I bloat like crazy, right? But part of it is too, guys, your body doesn't really need those carbs. And by carbs, I mean starchy carbs. You do need to have carbs, but there's plenty of the other nutrients from those starchy carbs that you think you need in the veggies, the fruits, and the proteins, and the stuff that you're already eating. You don't need to eat those carbs all the time. I'm not saying get rid of them always, but just until you get down to that weight, and then you can build them back in slowly, 1 container at a time. So basically you're going to go from, if you're using my numbers, say you go from 3 veggies and 2 carbs down to 1 carb and 4 veggies, and then go down another one the next week, 0 carbs, 5 veggies, and stay there for 2 until you hit your weight, whatever. And then I've actually only gone back up to 1 carb and 4 veggies. I don't even want that many carbs anymore. It's kind of weird. Now, is it still a struggle some days? Yes, but I'm stuck at the 1 carb and 4 veggies for the moment. However, since I'm trying to lose that weight again, next week I'm going back down to the 0 carbs, 5 veggies. So I know that's a lot of information, but basically what it comes down to, guys, is tummies are hard because they're the first place we put our weight on and they're the last place it comes off. You have to do cardio and strength. You've got to challenge your body all over in tons of different ways all the time. If you keep doing the same stuff over and over, you're going to get the same results. That's the definition of insanity. You can't do the same thing and expect something different. So you got to change it up. You got to challenge yourself. And you have to do a different type of stuff. You can't just do abs. You can't just do legs. You can't just do cardio. You got to mix it all together. And the Beachbody program is doing an awesome job of that. Third, eat right. Eat for your abs. This is 80% of it, guys. If you don't eat right, you are not going to ever see them, period. So, do you really want that cake, or do you really want to be able to put that dress or that suit on and look like the flyest person on the party? Me personally, I literally hung up my dresses and pictures of what I wanted to look like on that cruise, and I put them in my cabinets. So every time I went to reach for a carb or something I wasn't supposed to be eating, I looked at it and I'm like, I really want that, but I really want to look good in that dress. And guess what, guys? It happened. You just got to know what motivates you. So, long ass video, I know, but it was a lot of information. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on any of that, if you would like the meal plan to be spelled out for you down there, if you need like how to count what your levels would be and stuff like that, I will help you figure it out. But we really got to get on board. We can totally do this, and you guys are more than welcome to hold me accountable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting every single day what I ate for that day, so you can see what I'm eating and what I'm counting everything as, so you can see, because I don't follow the meal plans that are in the book. I follow them, but I make my own recipes. We'll say it that way. So I'm going to start sharing with you guys what I eat. If you want to share what you ate too, so we can help hold you accountable, go for it. Let's do this. Let's bust this out and let's get our freaking abs back.